Interrailing across Europe. Unlimited trains, waking up in a new country every few days, watching the landscape roll past your window. It sounds perfect. And honestly, it can be. But interrailing is one of those things that's amazing when you know how to do it, but incredibly stressful when you don't plan ahead. Between confusing apps, seat reservations, surprise fees, and trains that may or may not exist, it's very easy to make mistakes on your first trip. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 10 essential Interrail tips that will save you time, money, and a lot of frustration, especially if this is your first time traveling across Europe. Let's get into it. Tip number 1, don't trust the Interrail app completely. The Interrail Planner app is useful, but it should never be your only source of information. While it's great for storing your pass and getting a general idea of routes, the timetables can be wrong, trains can be missing, and sometimes the app just crashes or loses journeys altogether. Instead, always double check your routes using national railway websites. Deutschbahn's website is the most reliable option for planning routes across most of Europe, and even outside of Germany. For certain countries like Poland, Sweden, Spain, or Greece, it's often better to use local rail websites because they show trains that don't always appear in the Interrail app. Think of the Interrail app as a backup plan. Tip number 2, understand seat reservations early. One of the biggest surprises for first-time Interrailers is seat reservations. Your Interrail pass lets you board many trains freely, but some trains, especially high-speed, international, and night trains, require an extra seat reservation, which is not included in the price of your pass. This is especially common in countries like France, Spain, and Italy, and on trains like Eurostar and TGV. Reservations can sell out days or even weeks in advance during busy seasons. If your train you want looks sold out, try booking a slightly longer or shorter section of the same train or splitting the journey into 2 reservations. It's annoying, but it often works. Tip number 3, be careful with France and Spain. France and Spain are incredible countries to visit, but they are some of the most difficult places to use Interrail. Both rely heavily on trains that require compulsory seat reservations, and those reservations can be expensive and limited for Interrail pass holders. Regional trains can sometimes be used instead, but routes are often slower and inconvenient. If you plan to travel through France or Spain, book your reservations as early as possible and be prepared for extra costs. It's not impossible, it just requires more patience and planning than any of the other countries. Tip number 4, decide how flexible you really want to be. Interrailing is marketed as the ultimate flexible travel experience, but total flexibility isn't always realistic. High-speed and international trains often require reservations, and if you don't plan ahead, you might find yourself stuck or forced to change your route. Some travelers prefer to book all major trains and accommodations in advance, while others leave everything open and travel slowly on regional trains. There's no right or wrong approach, just be honest with yourself about what kind of trip you want. A little planning can dramatically reduce stress later on. Tip number 5, pack lighter than you think you need. When you're interrailing, you'll be carrying your luggage on and off trains, up station stairs, and across cities more often than you expect. Overpacking will catch up with you very quickly. You don't need a massive backpack to Interrail, but you do need luggage you can comfortably manage on your own. Focus on essentials like your passport, phone, power bank, adapters, and comfortable shoes. Rolling your clothes instead of folding them can save a surprising amount of space, and trust me, you will not miss most of the things you think you need. Tip number 6, mobile data is essential. Having reliable mobile data can genuinely make or break your Interrail trip. You'll rely on it for maps, translations, checking train changes, booking reservations, and navigating new cities. If you're traveling from outside the EU, roaming can be expensive, so using an eSIM is often cheaper and easier. Once it's set up, you can keep your regular SIM activity for messages while using the eSIM for data. Just remember to use low data mode and avoid streaming if you want your data to last. Tip number 7, night trains can save you time and money. Night trains are one of the best ways to travel long distance in Europe. Instead of spending an entire day on a train, you can board in the evening, sleep, and wake up in a new country the next morning. They also save the money on accommodation, and you can use one Interrail travel day, the day you depart. While you usually need a reservation for a bed or couchette, the convenience often makes it worth it, especially on longer routes. Tip number 8, always expect things to go wrong. Even the best planned Interrail trips will have delays, cancellations, or missed connections. That's just part of traveling across multiple countries by train. Build in buffer time, especially for international connections, and avoid booking tight transfers when possible. If something goes wrong, stay calm and speak to the station staff. They're usually familiar with Interrail passes and happy to help. Most problems are solvable even if they don't feel like it in the moment. Tip number 9, save money on food. Train food and station food are almost always overpriced and underwhelming. One of the easiest ways to save money while interrailing is to buy food from supermarkets instead. Picking up ready-made sandwiches, pastries, or snacks for breakfast and lunch can save you a surprising amount, especially in Northern Europe. Save restaurants for evenings or stressful occasions, your budget will stretch much further. Tip number 10, stay open to the experience. Interrailing isn't just about ticking countries off a list. Some of the best moments happen when plans change, conversation starts on trains, or you decide to stay somewhere longer than expected. Be open to detours, new people, and unexpected opportunities. As long as you stay safe and aware of your surroundings, those unplanned moments often become the highlights of your trip. So, interrailing across Europe is one of the most rewarding ways to travel, as long as you go in prepared. A little planning, realistic expectations, and the willingness to adapt will make the difference. If you found this video helpful, give me a like and subscribe down below.